Signs your girlfriend or the girl that you're seeing is using you. I've got a few signs. I've got 6 signs here that she may be using you. This is a very sad situation for a man to be in, and I'm going to cover that and then analyze it as best I can. But before we kick it off, I'm Dave, and this channel is dedicated to giving you no bullshit novel dating advice for the modern man. My book's in the description, and you can sign up to some coaching with me in the description as well by filling out the form. So, how to know if she's using you? Well, I guess this is a complicated situation, and if you're watching this video already, you feel that something's wrong. You wouldn't have clicked on this video or searched this title unless you were thinking something is wrong in the relationship. Something's not right. And I'm going to give you 6 things that you can look out for. Now, 1, when you flirt with her, when you try to touch her, you try to flirt with her, she pulls away. She slaps your hands. She doesn't allow you to flirt with her. She doesn't flirt back. It becomes a negative experience, and you find yourself being shut down all the time. This is quite a negative experience for a guy to go through, and I feel sorry for you if you're going through this type of situation. But this is one sign. If she's hanging around and you're trying to flirt with her and she's shutting you down all the time, that is a bad sign. You should probably start questioning what you're doing with this girl. 2, she only calls when she needs something. She won't text you to see how you're going. She won't text you to line up anything. But when she calls you, something's wrong and she needs you to fix it. She needs some money. She needs something from you. But you'll notice that when things are going well and she's having fun and life's good for her, she's out with the people that she really cares about, which is obviously very sad for you if you're in that situation. But if she only messages you or calls you when she needs something, and when life is really good you don't hear from her, there's a very good chance that she is using you, and that's a very sad situation for you. A 3rd one is when you meet up with her, she doesn't look like she's making an effort. You look at her, she's not dressed very well. She turns up in her pajamas or something like that, and she looks awful. She's not doing her best to look the part, and that means that she's not looking her best for you, and doesn't really care what you think about her appearance. A girl will usually, when she's going out to meet a guy, she will dress up. She will do her best to look her absolute best. That's a very bad sign. Another sign along with dressing up is if she is in that menstrual cycle. Sometimes girls that are in that menstrual cycle, they would rather stay at home, you see, and they save the times where they're not in a menstrual cycle to hang out with guys that they're interested in. So when she is not in a menstrual cycle, and you don't see her, but you genuinely see her mostly when she's in the menstrual cycle, and she's not available for sex, and she comes out and she hangs out with you at that time, that's because she's saving the times that she's not in her menstrual cycle for another guy. This is a very sad situation if you find yourself in this situation where she's not dressed up and she's in that menstrual cycle at the same time. That's an awful sign that she's saving the dressing up and when she's feeling great and free and not in the menstrual cycle for another guy. 4, yeah, she doesn't really listen to what you're saying, and she doesn't really remember much about you. She's on her phone a lot of the time. She's not really taking notes. No, she's not taking notice of what you're saying, and you just say you go out with her and she doesn't remember what your food is. She doesn't remember what your friend's name is. She doesn't remember what your hobbies are. She doesn't really remember a lot of very important things about you. And doesn't seem like she's even listening, and it doesn't seem like how many times you continue to tell her about your life and about the things that are important to you. She just forgets them, and they don't seem important to her, and it doesn't seem like she really cares. This is a sign that this woman is using you, and you shouldn't have her in your life. This is an awful sign, and again, I hate to be in that situation, and I feel sorry for you if you're in that situation as well. Number 5, yes, this one's an obvious one. She doesn't post that you're in a relationship publicly on social media. She doesn't tell her friends that you're in a relationship. Nobody knows that you're in a relationship except for you two. That means that technically she's not proud of being with you and doesn't want to publicly announce it. Sure, people can have excuses. Maybe it's work, maybe it's a multitude of other reasons, but if she is not telling her friends and family, or posting it publicly in some forum like her social media or something, something's wrong. And it's up to you. I'm sure you're smart enough to figure out for yourself whether her reasons for not doing that are legitimate. And if they don't seem legitimate, there's a very good chance that she has an alternate reason for hanging out with you. And it doesn't seem... there's something fishy going on. And therefore she probably is getting something else out of the relationship that you're not aware of, and she might be using you. A girl would usually be kind of proud of hanging out and letting people know that she's in a relationship with a guy. And so by not doing that, something's wrong. Something's a little bit up. Something's wrong there. And again, I feel sorry if you're in that situation. And 6, I think, is pretty obvious. This is the default. This is what every guy thinks about. It's pay to play. So, you know, you go out somewhere and you pay for everything. She suggests that you go to the movies, you pay. She wants to go somewhere, you pay. She wants to go to this fancy restaurant and get some Instagram photos, and you pay. But she doesn't post anything with you on her Instagram. It's pay to play. And that means that's the most obvious one. That's why it's the last one. The first couple are less obvious. I think this is just the obvious one. This is the default one that all men think of. She's using me for money. She's using me for the free meal, which is very common actually. You'd be surprised how common it is that women will use you for a free meal. But yeah, they're the basic 6 that I could think of. And if you're noticing one or all of those, something is wrong. Something's wrong with your relationship. I feel sorry for you, and it might be time to get out there and find someone better. Someone that treats you like you deserve to be treated. Maybe get some cold approach in. I can teach you some cold approach. We'll go out there, we'll meet some women that might treat you better. That's really the only option. That really is. You can go online, you can try other ways, but bring a girl into your life that actually treats you the way that you deserve. That's the solution. That is the only solution. It is the only way to make you feel better. So if you like this video, make sure you click the subscribe button and click the bell icon, and I'll see you guys in the next video.